matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And this is a guy who cares totally about his team. He will do whatever it takes for a play to be successful and for his team to win. I've seen him become a lead blocker on running plays, even though I'm sure his coaches don't want him anywhere near that pile.
And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, they go with Barber again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Jameis to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here's Winston. Howard has the first down and then some. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. That time, a 6-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. We're talking about Jason Kelsey now, not Travis, his brother, who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they will. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
1st and 10. Finds Howard complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I feel a little bad here because we missed out talking about these guys on the opening drive because they were in the end zone before we had a chance to even say anything. But let's keep an eye on these wideouts. QB already has 1 touchdown pass. You know he's looking for a few more before this one's over. Those wideouts will get plenty of opportunities to try and score again.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the 1st. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Barber on 1st and 10. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Winston. That's caught by Howard. this inside the 30. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Barber. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 18-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like with the runners.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now wins. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Throwing. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw, Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's got room. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 88 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Gay is on for the point after. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. First carry now for Jordan Howard. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment. Really get you into more trouble.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
No, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Airing this one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big pickup of 38. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Winston gives to Barber. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A carry for Barber. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. (21-0) our score after 1. They'll run with Barber here, right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. Well, a few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And this is caught by Evans. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Peyton Barber, 38 yards, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, that was not quite the holy roller, partner. That was San Diego, Oakland. You might remember that in 1978, right? Kenny Stabler, forward fumble. Dave Casper falls on the end zone. Oakland beats them on the last play of the game. But that was a live football. And what a nice job he did to fall in the end zone. And yes, indeed, folks, that's a touchdown.
By the way, John Madden was coaching in that holy roller game, wasn't he?
He certainly was, and he wanted to make sure that the call went his team's way, was out on the field and was told, yes, it's a touchdown. Now get back on the sidelines.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15. To throw is Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across...
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play. Winston to Evans, 44 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Peyton Barber with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So that'll back him up 5.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's Peyton Barber that polishes it all off with a touchdown scamper. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Try the right side with Howard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the toss play, Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Gearing up to go again here on offense, Andre Ellington works his way back out there. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Barber. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. On second down, it's Barber. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw out the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks, sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
From the red zone now, Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't know about you, but I feel like there's a little extra juice when you see Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans early. And when they do it often, this team is really energized.
Well, Evans, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys continue to pour it on. Gay is on for the point after.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
You gotta catch that on Nitty TV, y'all.
Only on Nitty.
Only on the Nitty.
Only Nitty is Luke.
We back. Marlon, Pee Wee, Joseph, Nitty TV. Bang Room, Bang Room, and welcome back. Bill is, baby. Now tell me about another fight. I'll show one lady that she lost that we ain't. Cause it's a lot of fights. We ain't covered all though. We covered some.
I'm gonna give y'all one right there.
It was one we ain't never heard. One of the fights you got.
I was up there in California.
California.
Yeah. My girl was sent me some money. And the money she sent me was for me to give me a pole ball. You heard me?
Okay.
Give me a pole ball. Everybody in that dog ain't gonna give no pole ball. Everybody people ain't sending them no money. And a lot ain't gonna do, you know what I'm saying? But I was fortunate. The girl had an exchange or something like you put me a pole ball and watch movie night. That was Saturday night, you heard me?
Mm-hmm.
Stay up all night. So what they do, you get out there and you tell them what kind of pole ball you want. And they come in there about 8:30, between 8:30 and 9:30, and they bring you your pole ball. So, this is my first time ever getting it. Well, my first time eating my pole ball. But this is my first time ever being able to pay for a pole ball and got the pole ball and watch it in 8 within 15 seconds.
A shrimp pole ball?
Yeah, shrimp pole ball. Yeah, foot long.
Damn.
So, man, I would have never listened to my shit. Man, you ain't supposed to let them niggas, some of the niggas telling me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed and the dude was kind of, I sized him up. Dude was a little small.
Well, hold up. Let's back up a little bit. So, y'all was at the lunch table. Like, how you got the pole ball?
Niggas come to you, they call your name. And you get up and you go get the pole ball.
That's in the lunch table or y'all in the dorm?
That's in the dorm.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, they come in the dorm. So you go to the dorm and come in the bunk. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not knowing coming at me like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knowing that. But I'm also looking at niggas telling me, man, you ain't supposed to let that little nigga do you like that. You ain't supposed to let that nigga do you like that. You ain't do the short nigga, man. Go get your pole ball. Niggas sitting at the table eating the pole ball. Niggas pushing it from the back. Pushing it from the back. You know what I'm saying? Couple niggas, you know what I'm saying? They talking to it. They don't. Couple niggas. You gotta show them. Like then they call me this crap. You gotta show them.
But the one, say right there, but how you took your pole ball? Like, you ain't sit down when he just came up to you and said, give it in?
I got my shit, went sit down, went back to the table, filled my cup up with some Gatorade. And when I came back, nigga touched my back.
Okay.
Take it out my business. And told me where it was. You know what I'm saying?
So they told you that. Shit.
So I thought they were really playing with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knowing that I'm really about to get my ass whooped by a little dude smaller than me. I'm not knowing that I still, when I finish whooping my ass, I'm not knowing that nigga gonna make me sit on the side of me and watch me eat it.
So what you say, when you first got that, you saw him with your pole ball, what's on your mind at that time?
I'm cool.
You cool?
I'm cool. I'm up, man, I've seen other shit already that is intimidating. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it ain't worth it to go out there and get my ass beat for no $12.95. You heard me? I'm cool. But see, niggas will make that $12.95 cost you your life if you don't know better. You gotta know, I ain't know he had no hands like that. Them niggas fight them like a silly.
So let's go, so he got your pole ball. Now they telling you to go get him. We'll go down from there.
I'm walking to the table, but they pushing me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You walking, but you're not walking on their speed, on their cap. So they pushing me to the nigga. So they sitting there eating at me. Watching the movie good. Watching that dude. So I said, man, he said, look at Mr. Bird. That's my pole ball. I didn't say it soft. I didn't say it mean. I said, that's my pole ball. Like that.
Yeah.
And the nigga just got up. You heard? Pow, 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 pow. Man, set me down. On side of it. And I
set you down on side of it?
Tell me, son of a fucking tell me what it is. Set me down.
Damn.
Look. Pow, pow, on side.
Damn.
Go back to the set, hop in the middle, ramp in the middle is the top, bottom, hop in that bitch, lay down, come back up, and wipe my face off. Next day I wake up that morning, mad at the world, because I feel like every nigga seen me got my ass whooped.
Damn.
Yeah. It's just,
Damn, man, that's crazy, bro.
no, that's crazy. What's crazy is me letting me egg me on, me knowing that I've been getting my ass whooped through Paris. Me acting like I'm a gangster. Me acting like I'm that nigga. You heard me?
Mm-hmm.
You better be yourself.
Yeah, so give me another story about another fight out of the 180 you lost. I know you got a lot of them.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you about the fight that really, and this was all because I accidentally bumped into a nigga when he was walking out the child, and I was walking in.
Mm-hmm.
You heard?
Yeah.
And this shit was crazy because when I was up the road, I didn't know when they had a yard call that all the doors would open up and everybody would be on the yard. Yeah, right. So I remember me going to eat chow. It was like about 2 o'clock.